Every year, millions of visitors flock to the UK, attracted by landmarks such as Buckingham Palace, the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. Tourism employs 2.6 million people and is a $170 billion industry, the fourth largest sector in the UK. But all too often, they stay in London, and so does their cash.
It's very important. It's absolutely vital that we get more of our tourists out of London. About 50% of our international visitors only ever come to London. So there's 50% of that 30 million people that we need to get out to the rest of the country.
Like the Lake District, the Yorkshire Dales and Northumberland. Stunning spots, but ones that fail to attract visitors in anything like the numbers down south. This is Alnwick Castle in Northumberland, perhaps better known as Hogwarts School from the Harry Potter films. To capitalise on the interest the films generated, the owners have spent $68 million revamping the gardens.
People have done other attractions around their stately homes, but nothing on the scale of Alnwick. And I think it's quite frightening to a lot of people who own houses like Alnwick Castle, because they're visibly thinking, are we going to have to do what she's done?
Now, 800,000 people come every year. And the reason? Pester power.
It's children who predetermine where their parents spend weekends now. So you really have to build something that children want to go to. And to do that, every single thing that we were building, I was looking at thinking, how would that interest a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, an 8-year-old? Would older people enjoy watching children play in it? And the treehouse then came along after that. The garden is bringing in around 10 million every year in terms of extra spend, secondary spend.
Revenue crucial for the local economy, especially as income from agriculture declines.
It's made a very, very positive impact on the overall numbers of visitors and has also raised the profile of Northumberland as an attractive and interesting destination for people. Currently, tourism's worth about £700 million to the local economy and employs directly and indirectly about 16,000 people.
So, given the success so far, will we see a Harry Potter theme park in the grounds of the castle?
I don't particularly want to see sort of plastic characters walking around the castle, but I think it's possible to do something great with knights and princesses and dragons and dungeons here at Alnwick and make it beautiful. I mean, I would really like to see a theme park that was beautiful. I mean, the problem is that in the UK the word theme park is seen as derogatory.
There is a fine balance between preserving the countryside and attracting thousands of visitors each year, which is the thinking behind these eco-friendly holiday cottages, built right on the edge of one of the UK's most stunning national parks in the Yorkshire Dales.
We've used recycled paper and glass for the wall and floor insulation. We've got biomass heaters, wood-burning stoves. The fuel that's used from that is all from this wood on site. So the woodland is managed, it's all packaged up, it comes back into the residences to be used.
The cottages are expensive to construct, at around $280,000, but that super insulation should slash running costs. Perhaps more importantly, the cost to the environment is minimal, vital in such a pristine area and also a good selling point.
But actually what we want to encourage is different ways of experiencing the district without leaving a huge carbon footprint, which is obviously a very topical issue at the moment.
Tourism in Yorkshire is not about low value, high volume. We're very much trying to position Yorkshire as a quality tourism destination.
Further north in the English Lake District, tourism is the biggest employer. This area is home to Hilltop Farm, the 4,000-acre estate of Beatrix Potter, where she wrote and illustrated her books, the stories of Peter Rabbit and Friends, and she understood more than most the value of safeguarding the land.
She was one of the very first people to realise that if land wasn't looked after and protected, it would become holiday cottages, unsuitable development would happen and that sort of thing. And she got very, very involved in the land and also in the animals.
And perhaps just as Beatrix bought Hilltop to escape London, so too will more international visitors, getting to see a hidden side to Britain and spreading the wealth even further.